Hello guys, I hope that you already have an amazing day today. So right now I thought about showing you a little bit about order blocks. Even though my strategy doesn't consist only of them, I know that might be some of you out here who don't really want to put a lot of effort in the trades, and they kind of want to see something from this type of trading but not really to get directly into it. So the best thing to do it is to show you a little bit about the order blocks or the institutional candles that we look after when we are going to enter a trade. And as you can see, my chart is pretty complicated right now, but that's why I opened a new one right here, and I'm gonna show you how you can easily go for like 1 to 5 risk reward trades from time to time if you don't have the necessary time to understand every concept that I use into FXA Trading Academy. So for now, let's find some examples. By the way, order blocks are like everywhere on each time frame that you are looking to. So if you go on 4 hours, you can find order blocks from time to time. Also on 15 minutes, there are more order blocks that you can find on 5 minutes too, on 1 minute too. These are everywhere. So mostly these consist of a candle, and after that candle that we see right here, for example, this is a bullish structure. Actually, this is the first example that I already seen on the chart, so as you can tell, this happens a lot. So for example, I see this candle right here with this big wick going into the bullish direction. Also, this is a bullish candle, and after that a bearish movement comes in and makes a break of structure to the downside. So if we see something like this from body to body or wick to body or everything like that, we know that this might be the candle that caused it. So we mark that up like this with this tool that is a rectangle that you can find right here, and you go to the right and see if it has any reactions. And as we can see, to the right went directly into it, so it's not like above it or below it, it's right in the middle of it. So that's when we can already tell that this candle right here was mitigated by the market. So if you don't have time and you don't want to watch the trade and so on, and you don't want to learn more about it, what you can do is to always set a position here. So this was a bullish candle, and after that there was a downtrend. So this means you're looking for a sell position. In this way, you set your stop loss above the wick of this candle and then wait for the reaction of it. And as we can see, this one had a very good reaction actually. But you gotta know actually where to stop the trade, because you can't let it run forever and to think that it will never come back and maybe go through it, because it will happen. The market moves in waves, and it is completely normal to at some point in the future to just go through it. So for now, let's say that you search for it on the 15 minutes. I ask you for now to go on 5 minutes time frame, okay, and to set some targets, some realistic targets. Like for me, for example, the first target that I have is right here on the 5 minutes break of structure to the downside, and after that I'd go right here. So this can be my last target for the trade on the 15 minutes break of structure to the downside. So for now, as we can see, this was a trade that was a 1 to 7.6. It's somehow an easy way to search for trades, but of course I gotta warn you that you need to learn a little bit more in order to catch them better and to realize where are they located and so on. But for now, you're good. It's the first time maybe that you hear about them and you never really wanted to learn about them. So let's look for another order blocks in the market for more examples to see exactly what I'm talking about. So as you can see, this happened from here to here, but if we go to the left, it happens again from here to here, also from this doji to this point, but this is more complicated for the first time that you heard about them, so maybe we'll take it a little bit slower. For example, As we can see here, we see this candle that looks like an IC or an order block. It's not the best one. I have another confluences to it, like to be an engulfed candle, but for now that might work as an example. So I just mark it, and you can see that it reacted from it. And what led me to choose this candle was that it made a break of structure to the upside, and then of course it has to have a pullback too. So the pullback was like 6 hours, actually 5 hours and a bit. Yeah, this was the pullback for the candle. So actually right here, when you see something like this week that rejected the zone at the half of it, you're good to go. You just set the trade right here and put your stop loss below. So that's when you have these profits, like 1 to 7.15. Okay, so now you may think, how on earth do I know where it is the right order block and if it's gonna work or not? You gotta know that for sure you won't catch all of them to be good if you only if your strategy is only based on order blocks, but for the first time that you're trading using these concepts, it's kind of good. So let's look for another example to give you one that really worked. Of course, there are some that don't work, like, I don't know, this one. If you see right here, we just caught this one and we can see that it didn't work. It made the wick for our entry, but it went right through it. So if you really want it to work, you gotta look a little bit on the time frames to see what's the direction of the market. Maybe it is bullish, maybe it is bearish, I don't know. You gotta look on all the time frames, and as I said before, my strategy is more complicated than that, but if you want to do some quick profits, that's it for now. So yeah, another good example is right here. It's actually a pretty one. So as we can see, we have this wick and this bearish candle that caused the break of structure to the upside. So as we can see, we have this here from wick to body. So after that, as we can see, price consolidates a bit and it comes back to our zone. It goes somewhere in the half of our order block and then it goes. So maybe for you, this would be the entry right here, and the profit. You kind of had some luck right here because it was a lot. The market was very bullish at that time, and you kind of have 1 to 24. But of course, that if you only use order blocks in your strategy and nothing more to base on, you don't go like that. You don't have to believe the fact that it's going to be in your direction forever. So my advice for you at this point is to secure some profits out of it, because you don't know when it is going to be reversed. So for now, as we can see, you entered here, it's kind of ranging right here, and then it comes back, mitigates this zone, and then it explodes. So yeah, so for now, what I'd do if I was in your place, a new buy, is that I would secure some profits right here at the 5 minutes break of structure, and also at the 1 minute break of structure, and let a part of the trade run, like 10% maybe, to see what happens next, and set break even, of course. So yeah, this is your target at first, a 1 to 6. I know that maybe it doesn't look like too much, but for you as a new buy, it's good. Think of other people who try different strategies and they fail because the risk reward is not that good and you can't really count on them. So for example, another one that I like is right here. A good example, if we zoom in a little bit, we can see the last bullish candle that caused the break of structure to the downside. So that is this candle right here, right? So this was the last one that caused the break of structure to the downside. So let me mark that up. Maybe I'm speaking a little bit too fast for some of you, but I'm especially doing this because my English is very bad and I'm trying to do my best. But so as we can see, what happened right here is that it arrived in our place on the 5 minutes, and after that went a little bit further. But what you gotta do if you only use this strategy is to go for the position and also cover the heights above your entry point. So yeah, this is your first target. It's a 1 to 5, and if you are going to learn more about trading, of course you can let it run and watch the trade properly. So basically that's it. You just look to this type of candles and you wait for a pullback that will cause the real movement of them. So let me see another example, which is this one right here. But actually I don't like it. I don't see a proper break of structure to the downside. Okay, so I'm thinking of showing you more of the extreme zones. If you're not really good at trading at first, if you're a beginner, of course, I do advise you to not go for these zones right here that are inside our chart. You gotta go for the extremes. It might work better for you. So let's find some examples into the extreme zones. Like this one is not really an extreme and I don't like it. Maybe, just maybe right here. Yeah, why not? Because it's a good one. As we can see, this is the zone that we are interested in. We kind of mark that up. This is also called a supply, so you might need to have a little research on the supply zones too. And as we can see, it worked pretty well. You can set your stop loss above the zones and then wait for the reaction. Yeah, it's pretty good. As we can see, it was a 1 to 10 with low to no effort, but of course these scenarios do not happen every time. You gotta focus a little bit more on them. So what I suggest you is to set realistic targets like this one right here, or that cause a break of structure to the downside. Also, I lost the chart. I'm sorry about that. It was this one. Okay, so another target that I suggest is this one right here. So this one would be a 1 to 3.7. It's not a good one, but think of the fact that some retail traders nowadays just look for this kind of trades of a 1 to 3. So it's better for you to learn more about order block, supply and demand, and all the concepts that I also present on my Instagram account, and also the FXA Trading Academy that I own with Andrew. So I do realize that maybe this thing that I presented you right here is not really a tutorial of how to use them. It's only to present the order blocks itself with little to no information at all. I just wanted to show you a quick way of catching good trades without a lot of effort. But of course, that if you want to go advanced and you really want to go into forex, you can go to fxatrading.com. This is my website where I present everything from scratch. Like I have this course for the beginners where I present a lot of things that you need to learn first of all, and after that I have FXA Trading Premium, and if you scroll down to it you can see a lot of videos that I made which are more advanced and more explained to you guys. You can always message me on Instagram, for example, or go directly to the website because I have a lot of good info there, either if it's free or it is paid. So yeah guys, that's it for now. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I'm going to start a vlog soon, and also don't forget to like this video if it helped you even a bit. Thank you, bye bye.